Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back. Today what I'm going to do is a cup bottom reverse flower dip, and I have done it once before, but then I put it on my spinner and spun it. But I can't use my spinner right now because I can't use the kitchen table for a while since my parents are currently working from home. So I am just going to do the dip and do the cup, do the dip, and then see what we get. And I normally don't show you me applying my base coat anymore, but if this video is short enough, which I'm hoping that it will be a short video, I can keep this part in here, because today what I want to use for my background is this ultramarine blue that I mixed with iridescent white. And I have a hard time doing base coats, as I've mentioned, but I haven't showed you me doing it for a while, so maybe you'll see what I mean. I need more paint. This paint, I think, has thickened up since I mixed it a long time ago, but that's okay. For a reverse dip, the paint can be a little bit thicker than what I use for like a flip cup. Right now, I'm not having the dragging issue that I talk about. Whenever I try to smooth it out, a lot of times my palette knife drags, and it drags up the paint behind it. So then I have a hard time smoothing it back out. But I'm having better luck this time. I'm having a little bit of white show through around the edges, and I need to get my sides. I will cut this part out. You don't need to see me do my sides. And then I'll probably have to retouch the sides when I'm done. Okay, so my base coat went a little bit smoother than it normally does, so that's good. I'll tell you the colors as I go. Try to get this as centered as possible, but it's probably not really in the center. Okay, since my background is this ultramarine blue with iridescent white, I'm just going to start off with some of that paint. Try to get it flowing everywhere. Okay, and then my next color is, oh wait just a second. Okay, my next color is Purple Lake from Jerry's Artarama. And then I have from Arteza, Pearl Lilac. And it's going to be uneven for some reason. A little bit more going to different sides, I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. And this is Quinacridone Rose from Jerry's Artarama. This is Pearl Rose Quartz from Arteza. And then what I want to do is a tiny bit of this Iridescent White. I think it's Liquitex Basics Iridescent White. Kind of to break the layers up a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same colors again with Purple Lake. Pearl Lilac. Give that a minute to go. I have a bubble. And Quinacridone Rose. Some Pearl Rose Quartz. And then I wasn't planning on this. I was planning on something else, but then I'll put a little bit more of this Iridescent White. I'll give it a little minute to spread, and then I'll blow on it for a second. Okay, and I will cut my head out of this, I promise. I may have cut all of that out, but I wanted to blow some of that paint down. I'm going to take this off and set it aside. And now what I want to do is I have this Naples yellow, and I have an idea, that I want to put just a little bit of Naples yellow in the center here, as like the center of the flower. And then boppity bubbles. That's not really necessary, I don't think. But I want to move these out of the way and spray my paper napkin. And then I want to place it down. I'm hoping that I don't take all of this blue off, but if I do, I can just reapply it. But I was really curious. I'll tell you in a second. These napkins kind of separate a little bit, so I can't tell whether I'm touching there or if I have air underneath or what. Next time I need to buy better napkins. Now, as I spread this out, I'll tell you, I was going through some of my paintings recently and varnishing a lot of stuff that I've done up until the last month or so. And the ones that I had used this ultramarine blue that's mixed with this iridescent white, the blue spots really shine and they look really pretty in those paintings. So that's what made me think about doing a pink and purple flower on an iridescent blue background. And I still had that iridescent white mixed with that ultramarine blue, so I went ahead and picked some other colors. And I went ahead and picked some other colors, and I had just received an order from Jerry's with the Purple Lake and the Quinacridone Rose, and I just used those Arteza paints last week. So it was pretty easy to pick my colors. The Naples Yellow is Winsor & Newton Professional Acrylics. I've had it for a while, but I don't think I have used it before. So now let's take up the napkin and see what we get. If this is a fail, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have another plan. So I'm hoping that it turns out nice. Let's not put that upside down so that the paint doesn't stick. Okay, sorry. Wipe my hands off and I'll let that spread out. And I was also curious how the iridescent and the pearl paints might react, to see if I would get any kind of lacing. Let's see. I will find my torch. That's kind of pretty. I like it. Torch to see if I can bring any reaction from the pearl and iridescent paints. I can see a lot of the paint sitting around the center. I even like that center with the yellow popping up through. The paint's all pushed to the center, so maybe I can stretch it out a little bit. I'm afraid of stretching too much because I don't want to ruin it, because I actually really like it. I really like it. I am getting a little bit of selling from stretching it just a tiny bit, but I don't want to ruin it so I don't want to play with it too much. I don't know if I can mute that out of the background or not. Let's see. Let's see if I can just put some more paint around the edges that I can spread out, because you can kind of see the white through there a little bit. I don't want to encroach on the flower. I'm really happy with this. I just want to add some more paint around so that you can't see the canvas through there. And I'm going to leave it like this. I don't know what I just got in there. I'm not sure how I can fill that in without it spreading into the flower. Maybe just go around the edges so it will go down the sides. This is why one of the reasons I don't normally use a colored background, but the way that blue kept showing up in my other paintings, it was so pretty when it dried, and especially after I would varnish it. If I can fill in the spots where you can see the white underneath, Then the rest should just level out as it dries. And hopefully that'll go down the sides. I can do down the sides later too. Okay, I don't know what the sides look like. I may have to touch up the sides even later after it dries. I've accidentally left it and it spread that way. It might be where I've picked it up. I'll torch one more time. And I think I'll just leave it like that. I know there's like a big pool of paint there, and I was trying to fill it up around the sides around it, but I'm not sure if I can. I don't want to mess up the flower because I really like it. I don't know how that's going to work. I accidentally got a little bit of iridescent white over there whenever I was doing something. Let's see if I can cover that up. Yeah. This one may take a while to dry because the paint is so thick on top. I don't know. I could probably, if I was using my, I don't like how this one's separated more than the others, and that's probably from where I was tilting around and working on the sides. I could probably, if I used my spinner, stretch it out and it would look really cool. And it would take some of that paint off so it wasn't so thick on there. But I think I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'll take you down for a close-up in a minute. And my sides aren't great yet. You can see a lot of white through there. I think what I'm going to have to do is, when it's dry, I'm going to have to go back and add more paint on the sides to make it look like the top. And I hope that this dries okay. I hope that it doesn't mess up as it dries because there's so much paint. I think there was a big bubble there, but I think I got too close and burnt the paint. I was trying to pop the bubble. Whoops. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so like I said, I will stop there. I'll take you down for a close-up, and I'll touch up the sides later whenever I see where I need more paint. And thanks as always for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested. And have a blessed day. Bye. If you can see the shimmer in that blue, that's why I like this ultramarine with this iridescent white in it, because it shimmers really well, especially when it's dry and varnished. And here's a look at the flower. I like some of the spots that I got in there. A little bit of selling. I like those little yellow spots in the center. I think maybe I used too much paint. I think maybe if I just do a little bit more in one layer next time instead of doing 2 layers, it might give me more of the effects that I'm hoping for. But it looks like 2 layers of petals this way. This is the one that looks kind of wonky, I think, because of when I was trying to do the sides. I need to learn to just wait and touch that stuff up later. I don't know if it goes this way, whoops, or if maybe it will go this way. I'm not sure. I can't decide how it goes, but I will do another close-up when it's dry. I don't think that will be on this video, so I'll have to do a separate video when it's dry. Let me know what you think, and have a blessed day. Bye. Hi guys, I noticed before I went to edit my video that the paint was starting to come to this side, so I turned the canvas around in hopes that it would make it go the other direction, but it's still coming to this side. It's almost off. So now I've propped something under the corner of the table, and I hope that it might counteract and go the other way just a little bit, or keep it from going off the edge. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it because around the edges of the canvas the paint is drying, but there's still so much paint on top. You can see that pool of paint. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, and I'm not sure if any more will make it into this video, so I will have to do another video when this is completely dry, just so you can see a follow-up to see what happens. So check back later this week on my channel, and hopefully I will have another video just to show you how this one dried. And that's all for now. Bye.